Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our little corner of the internet where we make the workplace your stage and help you become the star performer that you were always meant to be. Today, we're tackling a topic that's close to my heart, and I bet yours too: how to be heard at work. You know the drill. You're sitting in a meeting, you've done your homework, well done, and you're brimming with ideas. But when you speak up, it's like you're the only one in the room who can hear your voice. It's like throwing a party and no one shows up. Not fun, right? But don't worry, I've got your back. So let's break down the hows and whys of making your voice echo through the halls of your workplace. All right, so let's zoom in on confidence because let's face it, confidence is a game changer. Confidence is like your personal soundtrack playing in the background of everything you do. It's that steady beat that says, I know my stuff and I'm worth listening to. And the beautiful thing about confidence, it's not about the volume, it's about value. It's that quiet certainty, that inner knowledge that your ideas have weight, that your contributions are valuable, and that your voice deserves a spot in the chorus of the workplace. I want you to imagine your confidence as the bass line to your life's theme song. It doesn't have to be a booming bass that overwhelms the melody. Instead, it's that perfect harmony that complements and strengthens the tune. It's about knowing the lyrics to your song by heart, your skills, your experience, your unique perspective on the world. When you're tuned into that frequency, others can't help but stop and listen. They're drawn to the authenticity and the genuine passion that comes through when you're not just speaking, but speaking with purpose. And remember, confidence is infectious. When you turn up that dial of your own self-assurance, it's like sending out a signal that boosts the reception of everyone around you. They start to tune in to your station, nodding along to the rhythm of your words. It's not about being the loudest, it's about being the clearest. When you are clear, you are compelling. And when you are compelling, well, that's when people really start to listen. So find that confidence dial, give it a gentle crank, and watch as the room tunes into the frequency of you. So let's dive into a real-world example that perfectly encapsulates the essence of confidence. Cast your mind back to the mid-90s, to a time before the world knew about The Boy Who Lived. Picture J.K. Rowling, a then unknown writer with a dream and a story about a young wizard. She faced rejection after rejection after rejection. 12 publishers, in fact, turned down the manuscript of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Can you imagine that? The very tale that would one day enchant millions and redefine a genre was initially met with closed doors and shaking heads. But here's where confidence transforms from a mere word to a tangible force. Rowling didn't let the chorus of no's deter her. She didn't lower her voice. She didn't rewrite her story to fit the mold of what was expected. Instead, she held on to her belief in the world she created, in the characters that felt like friends, in the story that promised magic in the most ordinary of places. She knew the melody of her narrative was worth listening to, and she just needed to find the right ears. Someone who would hear the potential, the heart, and the soul of her story. A publisher, Bloomsbury, decided to give Harry Potter a chance. The rest, as they say, is history. The series went on to become a cultural phenomenon, sparking movies, merchandise, theme parks, I've been to one of them, and a fan base that spans the globe. J.K. Rowling's unwavering confidence, unshaking, unbreakable confidence in herself and in her story led to the creation of a billion-dollar franchise. It's a testament to the power of believing in your own voice, even when it feels like the world isn't listening. Because eventually, let me tell you what happens. With enough conviction and a little bit of that Rowling resilience, they will. Confidence isn't just about getting it right on the first try. That rarely happens. It's about standing up time and time again for that one great pitch you truly believe in. Why does confidence work its magic so effectively? Well, because confidence is downright contagious. When you believe in your ideas, it's like giving others permission to believe in them too. It's the spark that lights the fire of discussion and gets those heads nodding in agreement. It's that intangible yet palpable energy that radiates from you when you're rooted in the belief that your ideas have merit, when you stand firm in your convictions. It's as if you're extending an invitation to others to step into your vision of what could be. It's not just about having faith in your thoughts. It's about instilling that faith in those around you, giving them the nudge to see the world through your lens. This is the spark, the kind that ignites the kindling of creativity and discussion. It's what turns a single voice into a chorus, a solo into a symphony. When you're speaking with confidence, you're not just filling the air with words. You're fanning the flames of engagement, encouraging others to lean in, to listen, and to contribute. It's a chain reaction. Your belief begets their belief, and soon you have a room full of people who are not just passively listening, but actively participating. They're nodding, they're echoing your sentiments, they're building on your ideas. And why? Because confidence has given them the green light to unleash their own thoughts and their own convictions. And let's not forget, confidence is also a beacon, a signal that you're a force to be reckoned with, a leader in the making. It's the difference between whispering into the wind and speaking so that the world listens. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. When you carry yourself with the assurance that what you have to say is worth hearing, you create a space for dialogue, for exchange, and for the kind of collaborative magic that can only happen when a spark of confidence becomes a wildfire of collective inspiration. That's why it works. That's the power of confidence. Next, let's chat about clarity. Have you ever had a friend who tells a story with so many side quests and tangents that you forget the main quests? Don't be that storyteller. Love you, friend, but don't be that storyteller. Be the one who gets straight to the point. Your colleagues aren't mind readers, and they'll thank you for making it easy to follow your train of thought. Think about good old Elon Musk. When he talks about going to Mars, he doesn't just get lost in the rocket science. He paints the big picture and he keeps it simple. See? Clear, concise, memorable. Clarity cuts through the noise. In a world full of information overload, being able to distill your thoughts into a clear, potent message is like finding an oasis in the desert. It's refreshing, and more importantly, it sticks. Dialogue, my friends, is your dance floor. It's not just about waiting for your turn to speak. It's about really listening and building on what's been said. It's the give and the take, the back and forth, the cha-cha-cha of conversation. Have you ever watched a great improv show? The performers are masters of dialogue. They listen, they adapt, and they make it look like a seamless conversation that's been rehearsed time and time again, when in fact, it's improv. They're making it up on the fly. That's the kind of flow that you want in your meetings. Dialogue creates a connection. It's like a game of catch. If you throw the ball, you want someone to catch it and throw it back, right? That's kind of how playing catch works. That's how ideas grow also, from a solo act to a team performance. Now let's weave some magic with storytelling. Stories are the threads that connect us. They're how we make sense of the world, and in the workplace, they can turn a mundane point into a compelling narrative. Remember the I Have a Dream speech? Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't just list off facts. He told a story, a powerful, personal, and universal story that we're still talking about today. Stories evoke emotions. They're the difference between reading a recipe and tasting the dish. They make people feel, and when people feel, they remember. Empathy is your echo. It's how your words reverberate in the hearts and minds of your colleagues. When you speak from a place of understanding and shared experience, your voice carries weight. Oprah Winfrey. I'm a big fan of Oprah. When she speaks, people feel seen and heard because she speaks with empathy. She's walked in many, many shoes, and it shows in her words. Empathy bridges gaps. It's like finding a common ground in a foreign country. When you show that you understand the challenges and the dreams of your colleagues, you're not just a voice, you're an ally. Let's groove with mirroring. It's the rhythm you match in a conversation, the subtle reflection of the person you're speaking with. Not mimicry, it's harmony. Ever notice how comedians like Ellen DeGeneres mirror their guests' body language? It's a dance, and when done right, it creates a symphony of rapport. Mirroring syncs you with your conversation partner. It's like tuning your instrument to the band. When you're in sync, you make music, not noise. So there you have it. The hows and whys of making sure you're not just heard at work, but listened to. Remember, your voice is like a radio signal. Tune it with confidence, clarity, dialogue, storytelling, empathy, and mirroring, and you'll be on the wavelength of success. Before you click away, let me ask you this. Are you feeling held back by social anxiety? Do you want to boost your career and elevate your social game? Then I encourage you to dive into our immersive group coaching program where we tackle these types of challenges head on, equipping you with the social superpowers and career catapults that you've been searching for. Think of it as your personal think tank, where you get tailored advice that fits you just right. It's a space where your career questions and your social fluency inquiries meet their answers, and where you can make meaningful connections with people who are leveling up like you. If you're interested in signing up, go to academy.explearning.co and join the Executive Communication Lab group coaching program. And if that sounds like too great a commitment, we've got our amazing community platform. So for a self-guided yet fully supported journey, the Explearning Academy plan is your gateway. It's not your average network. It's not your average community. It's more like the family you choose for your professional life and for your social fluency gains. A place where you can swap stories, share wins, connect with people, and maybe even find your next big opportunity. It's all about connecting with people who get it because they're right there with you. Come join us at academy.explearning.co and you'll want to look for the Explearning Academy plan if you want the community and the platform. And for those of you who like a good stretch goal, well then I got you covered as well. We've got the 33-day Executive Excellence Challenge. It's not about transforming you overnight. That's not how excellence works. It's about making those incremental, small, daily steps that add up to big, giant leaps in how you succeed. So if that sounds like your kind of challenge, then let's get you signed up. That's available to you as soon as you join either paid plan at Explearning Academy. So if you're ready to take things further, I'm right there with you. Let's make it happen. Check the links in the description down below, or you can hop on over to academy.explearning.co and go see for yourself. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. Before we head our separate ways, I want to hear from you. What strategies have you used to make your voice heard? Share your stories in the comments down below because this channel isn't just about me talking, it's about us conversing. So hit that like button if you found these tips helpful, and if you'd like, you can subscribe for more insights on how to make the workplace your stage. Until next time, keep speaking up because your voice isn't noise, it's magic to the right ears. Catch you later. Happy exploring, everyone.